to me. Say hi, Jerusha. Yes, hello, gorgeous. It's Tuesday. What do we do on Tuesday? A quick lunch and learn every Tuesday at 1:30 to share some motivation, inspiration, and business tips. How many of you want to grow a business? How many of you want to start a business? If you want to start a business and you're like, I really want to start a business, 2021 was my year to start a business. Give me a high five. Say, yes, that's me. That's me. That's me. You want to start a business? Comment yes. High five. Bam. You want to start a business? Bam. I want to start a business. Bam. I want to start a business. Give me a high five if you want to start a business and you said you were going to start a business in 2021 and you haven't done it yet. But you want to. Thank you for joining me. Linda's in the building. Harris is in the building. Thank you for joining me. All the pretty people, make sure you say hi, Jerusha. Every person that's pretty actually speak to me and I acknowledge you and I speak back. You know, that's how that works. Oh, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. I don't know why I am streaming on my business page because that's where I go live every Tuesday. And I joined in TikTok, of course, in Instagram. All my Instagram peeps, hello. Oh, I see Martha's in the building. Hello. Let me know where you are from. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Where do you reside? Or what state do you reside in? Hello, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Yvonne is in the building. Yolanda's in the building. Yes, Sylvia is in the building. Hello, Taylor is in the building. Hello, Chastity is in the building. Renee, I see you. I see you. Oh, she said hi. I see the hearts. I love the hearts. Heart me up. I love the hearts. That gets me excited. I'm like, yes, let's get it. So if you're joining me for the very first time, you are a newbie to me. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. Make sure you say hi, Jerusha. Put newbie in the comments below. Put newbie if you are a newbie to be. Put newbie so I can say, hello, newbie. Yes, we love the newbies. We want to make sure that we say thank you for listening and learning. A quick lunch and learn every Tuesday, 1:30, about 15, 20 minutes of your time, because every day you should be learning something. Every single day, knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with the Indiana in the building. Yes, I have a girlfriend that lives in Indiana. Yes. Okay, is that Lisa Michelle? I see you. Anna Marie, I see you. Oh, I love the hearts. I love you too. So let's talk about it. So today, let's talk about it. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice and you're like, who is this lady? Let me tell you. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, my dear, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my organization. Is going down. I am developing 100 online leaders in my organization. And I also help women who already have a business. I help you build your business online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. New York is in the building. Yes, my sister lives in New York. Okay, so hashtag double threat. That just means you can build your business, whether you're face-to-face or if you're online. You know how to start conversations. You know how to communicate effectively. That's what that means. If you want to be a triple threat, oh my goodness, that's a whole nother level. But if you like, I'm all about the double threat. Hashtag double threat. Double threat, big facts. Oh, good. Thank you for joining me. And so you want, no matter what the economy is doing, you know how to grow a business. Doesn't matter what Facebook is doing, Instagram, the social media world, you know how to build a business because people build a business. You know how to develop people. You know how to build relationships with people. So you guys are my people. You're my people because you show up every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. And so let's talk about it. So this is what I'm hearing. People want to start a business or they have a business and they don't like rejection. They don't like the word no. They don't like I'm not interested. They don't like it. Well, baby, Houston, we have a problem. So first of all, the word no or not interested, it's not personal, baby. It's not personal. What do you say when people say they're not interested in your product? They're not interested in your service. They're not interested in your opportunity. Okay. There are many things that you can say to that. But first of all, understand if you are growing a network marketing or direct sales business or any business for that matter, Walmart, you're always looking for new customers. You're always growing. See, Walmart, the one thing I love about them is it's a $1 billion company and they're always marketing. And so what about you? You have a small business. You're not on Walmart's level. Why do you think you don't have to market to a lot of people? You have to market consistently. daily to a lot of people. Walmart has commercials. I worked in television. For those of you that don't know my background, my degrees are in communication and public relations. I worked for CNN News prior to my direct sales business, and I was a radio personality. So I actually understand why people market and why they have commercials, right? Because you think just because it's billions of people, everybody's not seeing your stuff at the same time. There's 2.94 billion people on social media. Everybody's not seeing me right now. They're going to miss it. So what you have to understand, everything's always moving. So social media is a moving army, right? Same thing if you're watching television. That's why they play the same commercials over and over and over again, because they have a different audience at different times. Same thing with you on social media. I show up, I have a time at 1:30, 1:30 every Tuesday. Those are for people that are tuning into my show every Tuesday at 1:30. They know it's going to be good. So they show up, just like your favorite television show. It comes on at 8 o'clock at night. You know, every Monday, 8 o'clock, this show is coming on. You're expecting it to happen, yes or yes. But with commercials, there's no time. With marketing, there's no time. So it's always doing it, because you have different groups of people all the time, okay? And so what you have to understand, the key part about building your business is marketing to a lot of people all the time, okay? And getting used to the word no and not interested. So number one, what do you say? First of all, first think about who you are helping. This is so important in business. This is probably the biggest lesson that I've learned is when I came on social media, because I was offline, had success offline for years. That's how I built my business initially. Came online just 2 or 3 years ago, 2017, 2018, started learning these strategies. And I always knew you had to talk to a lot of people. I just didn't know how to talk to them online. Since then, I've actually created my own marketing strategy where I know how to do it online. And that's why I show up to show you how that's possible. But first of all, think about what problem you're solving. I'll say this every time I come live. We're in the business of solving problems. You are an entrepreneur, right? Or you want to be an entrepreneur. You're solving people's problems. So you're always thinking, who am I serving? Who am I serving? Who am I serving? That's number one. Write that down. Who am I serving? Number two, what you have to understand, if you have a business, your business is solving that problem. So if you're serving people with, like Walmart, let's just say Walmart, they're serving people who just want some quick, fast, groceries or supplies, because you can go to other stores that's more healthier, right? Have different types of things in the grocery store, like your Whole Foods. They're different from a Walmart. Okay. I'm just saying different. They're different from a Walmart, not better, just different. And so some people are going to go to Walmart. They're like, Walmart is my place. Then you have other people that are like, no, I really like Whole Foods, right? And so Walmart is that immediate, to me, the immediate type of gratification. Let me go to Walmart and pick up this. That's what people typically think. Or Target, Walmart, Target, Walmart, Target. And so if they're going to a different type of store, would still have groceries, it's probably a little bit more thought out, I would say. But they both solve your problems because they both have your household needs, right? And so now, and if it's a Walmart or a Target, pretty inexpensive. If it's a Whole Food, might be a little bit more, right? So you're looking at who's their target audience. Who's Walmart target audience? Who's target audience? They know their target audience. They know the television shows that you're watching because that's where their commercials come on. I don't know if you know this. I worked in television, like I said, and we know the audience that's watching a certain show. So certain commercials are meant to be in those shows. And so if you're watching, okay, I worked for CNN News, so I worked in news, not entertainment. So I'll give an example. If it was like TNT or TBS or something like that, Cartoon Network. Okay, only commercials that are going to be on Cartoon Network is cereal, toys, things for children that are watching the Cartoon Network. Makes sense. That's my audience. Who's your audience? Okay, so you're not going to see a higher end car like a Lamborghini commercial in a Cartoon Network. You're not going to see it because can they purchase that? That's not their audience. So when you're showing up online, you got to know who's my audience and how am I solving their problem. And so that's the same concept online. It is the same. Okay. So you got to make sure you're thinking, who's my people? Who's my people? Okay. Number 3. Now you're going to be curious. Obviously, you want to know what they're interested in, not what you are interested in. You want to know what your audience is interested in. And so once you figure that out, kind of like Cartoon Network, we already know children love toys. They love to see the new cereals. They love all of that stuff. And they're going to go tell their parents, oh, I need this for Christmas, or I want this type of toy, cereal, whatever, right? So we know exactly what to put there. We know the shows that have better ratings, and we know the audience is probably watching this time of day. They're not really watching if they're in school, right? Okay, so who's home during the day? If you are a stay-at-home parent, I am a stay-at-home mom because I work from home, I work for myself. But if you work in corporate America, you're not at home. So typically the commercials that are at home during the day are like Pine Sol, because you're probably cleaning the house, Comets, cleaning supplies, because they're assuming you're home, dish detergent, laundry stuff. You're home, you're stay-at-home mom, you need to see these type of commercials. Now, I need you to think the same way when you post. When you post online, right? The times that you post, I post intentionally at certain times. You've got to know when I'm posting, who I'm posting to, who's my audience, and what are they interested in. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Yes, say yes, you're right. This makes sense. Okay. Now, if someone says they're not interested, that's okay. You offered your opportunity, you offer your product, you offer your service, and they say they're not interested, right? And you thought that was your target audience. They're not interested can mean not now. It doesn't mean never. And I think people get so emotional about no and not interested. It doesn't mean I'm never interested. I'm not interested today. Okay. And so one thing that I typically do, you want to ask the person, if you're in conversation or you're in Messenger or however you're asking them, you can ask, what is it that you're not interested in? Especially if they've gotten educated. The key part is if they've gotten educated and they're not interested, that's different. If they have not got educated and they're saying, I'm not interested, I'm going to touch on that in a moment. So if you've gotten them educated about your insurance and they say, oh, right now, I'm just not interested. That's okay. You have questions that you can ask, right? Well, when do you think you will be open to, securing that insurance for your family? You can ask certain questions, or, what is it that you're not interested in? What questions did I not answer? Because obviously, they probably need your insurance or financial services or whatever you're offering. Typically, when they're saying that, they probably don't have the money. And so one thing people do is they don't go around saying, well, I just don't have the money. Most people don't say that because they're embarrassed, right? So that's an embarrassing place for most people. And they'll say, oh, I don't have time. Or they'll say, oh, not right now. But really the answer is, I don't have the money and I'm embarrassed to say I don't have the money. So you start asking questions so you can find the real reason. Because what they tell you the first time is probably not the real reason. That's not it. I don't know why people lie. The first time is not the real reason. That's just what they're telling you on the surface. There are other reasons why they're saying that. So you get to ask, what is it that you're not interested in? So you can dig a little bit deeper. Does this make sense? Okay. Now write this down. If they have not been exposed to your opportunity or your services and they just say no, just understand most people say no to what they don't know. They say no, N-O, to what they don't know, K-N-O-W. So it's not you. If somebody comes up to you and they're just like, hey, would you like some water? You say, oh, no, thank you. If somebody comes up to you and say, hey, would you like blah, blah, blah? You say, oh, no, thank you. You don't even know yet, right? What it's going to do for you or the benefits yet or anything. You just say, no, thank you. That's like a go-to word for most people. So I give this example all the time. When you're in the mall and the girl is handing out the teriyaki chicken and she said sample and you say, no, thank you. She doesn't shut down her restaurant. It's over. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. She doesn't do that, right? She asks hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Remember? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Would they like to try this chicken? And so it doesn't matter because she's not tied to the results of, they might say, no, thank you. They're not interested in my chicken. No, they're not interested today. I'm not hungry today. I don't want your sample today. It doesn't mean shut your business down because somebody said, no, thank you. And so it doesn't matter with some people, they say no to everything. They don't even know what they're saying no to. They say, oh, no, thank you. Oh, I'm not interested. Oh, no. Okay, you don't want that person anyway. They haven't even gotten educated. They're just saying no. So one thing that I can tell you, if someone, your lesson, a part of your lesson, because that was a lot of lessons already, the biggest lesson I want you to know is First of all, embrace the word no. Embrace it. Write that down. Embrace word no. Embrace it. No is my best friend. Okay. The people who get the most no's are typically the most successful. That means we talk to a lot of people. So you want to embrace the word no, and no, it's not personal. It's not about you. So first of all, if you've offered your opportunity and your service or your product and you've educated them, okay, and they say no, how can you get the referrals? How can you benefit from the no? So I'll tell you, I'm going to give you some ways that you can benefit from the no. Doesn't mean everybody's going to do it, okay? But it does work, and I wanted to share that with you. So everybody, you know, people that heard your opportunity and that was the end of the conversation. You was like, oh, well, they're not interested. Well, you don't want to just leave without offering them everything that you have available. So if you have an opportunity and you have a product, you want to offer both, in my opinion. Now, what you lead with is up to you. But first of all, if that person has heard everything and they say, oh, no, it's just not for me, and I know someone who did it, and all the excuses that people say, okay, what you want to say is, because this is very important for you, you want to make sure you try and get in their circle, especially if they're sharp, especially if they, because everyone knows somebody, right, that's probably open to the opportunity. They just don't know that yet. And so I heard every dud knows a stud. Is that right? Okay. So they know people. And so how you want to get into that circle, if she says, yes, you don't say the word referral. Let me say that. I don't like the word referrals because people get all weird when you say referrals. And so you can switch it. I used to say, who do you know? Because that sounds better. Or who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds? Or who do you know that wants to eat healthier? Or who do you know? I typically say, who do you know? Right? Who do you know that wants to make an online income? Who do you know that wants a Wi-Fi lifestyle? Whatever you want to say. And so I usually don't say the word referral. And so even in this instance, you're not going to say the word referral after they say no. So once she's heard your opportunity and she says no, you say, well, do you know, write this, who do you know, or do you know anyone that wants to save money and build a business online? Okay. Who do you know that wants to save money and learn how to develop a business online? Okay. Do you have any friends that want to save money and learn how to develop a business online? Do you have any friends? See how I'm saying that? I'm not saying, do you have any referrals or people open to my water? She's like, oh, no, I don't know nobody open to the water. Okay. But so you can switch it. The way that you say it is going to be different than most people, because most people just say, give me some referrals, and they never get the referrals. So you can say, well, do you have other friends that want to save money and learn how to develop a business online? Okay. Who do you know that wants to save money and build an online industry? Who do you know? And so now it's difficult to say you don't know anybody who wants to save money. See how crazy that sounds? What? You don't know nobody that wants to save money? So normally they don't say no, they don't know anybody that doesn't want to save money, because that doesn't sound right, right? What they say is, oh, I don't know if they will want me to give you their information. So it's not that they don't know people, because everybody has 100 people in their cell phone right now. Guaranteed. Go count your people and tell me how many you have in your phone. Okay. Everybody has more than 100 people in their cell phone. So you do know people. Okay. So what they typically say, if I say, well, do you have any friends that want to save money and learn how to develop a business online, have a Wi-Fi lifestyle? I wait for it. Okay. And see what she says. If she says, no, I don't have any friends. You don't have any friends that want to save money. I repeat it. So what you're saying is you don't have any friends that want to save money and learn how to develop a business online. And she says, oh, I don't know if they'll be interested. See, that's the real thing. I don't know if they'll be interested. And I say, that's correct. We don't know. I want to ask so we can help her save money. I want to ask her so I can show her how it's possible to build a business online. That's correct. We don't know if she's going to be interested, but don't you want to help your friend save money? So how can we help her save money? Now, one thing that we can do if you're meeting the person online, guess what? All you got to do is say, hey, can you just send her my messenger link? Or can you send me her messenger link? So all you got to do is ask the person. I will message her in Messenger. Just send me her page, or don't send the name, because it's going to be a lot of Melissa Jones. Okay. The name doesn't mean anything. She has to send out of the Facebook link. She has to send either yours to your link to that person. There has to be an exchange of links. Okay, not just a name. That doesn't help you on social media. It's going to be a lot of Monicas. It's going to be a lot of Michelles. It's going to be a lot of whatever. And so you want to say, okay, great. Because we both want to help her. We both want to help her save money. We want her to make the best financial decisions for her future. Yes or yes. Okay, so all you have to do is either send me her Facebook link, or I'll give you my link and you can send it to her. And then I can ask her if she wants to earn more money online, or if she wants to earn a six-figure income, or if she's open to the possibility, as opposed to you not even giving her that opportunity. You have hundreds of people in your phone, but you don't want to tell them that you just heard the best opportunity in the world or the best service. You don't want to share it. I don't understand that. I want to share it with everybody. I want everybody to know what I just learned. And so you want to present it in a way that she says, okay, well, I can send a link, because you're not giving their phone number. And that's what people think you mean when you say referrals, is give me somebody's number. And no one feels comfortable giving you other people's numbers. And so you want to ask in a way that's not harmful. It's, it's really easy and simple. Hey, since we're online, can you send me her Facebook link? Hey, here's my link. Can you send it to her? So I can ask her if she wants to save money. That's fair, right? And now if she says no again, listen. If she says no again, guess what? It's okay. Next opportunity. No just means next opportunity. Next opportunity. Next. On to the next one. It's always on to the next one, because remember, you're talking and marketing to a lot of people every day. So if she says no to all of those things, okay, on to the next one. You put her in a stash someplace to follow up at a later date, but she's a no-go today. Okay, so the thing you got to learn is don't take it personal. Okay, know your best friend. Okay, embrace rejection. Actually, rejection gives you direction. So every time I'm rejected, I'm like going higher. That just means I'm going higher. I'm getting the no's out the way, because the yes is coming. It's almost impossible for the girl to stand at the restaurant and say, would you like teriyaki chicken? It's almost impossible for no one to get that chicken. Because one, I'm marketing, I'm advertising, I'm offering for free, I'm offering. And so she knows for sure that plate is going to be clean, and she's going to refill the plate, come back out again. Same thing in your businesses. It's almost impossible. If you are talking and marketing every day to more people, everybody's not going to say no. There is a yes coming. So rejection gives you direction. It's coming faster and faster and faster, because you're asking a lot of people. So you have to believe in your product, first of all. You got to believe in your service, okay? You got to believe in your opportunity. So when someone says, no, thank you, you don't get misdirected. Someone says, no, thank you, you don't quit. It's over. What is the deal? No, you don't do that to your children when you're trying to teach a lesson. People are going to tell my son no all the time, right? And I'm like, okay, get back up. It's fine. Next. And so what I learned is misdirection is the problem. Misdirection is a form of deception in which the attention of an audience or a person is focused on one thing in order to distract its attention from another thing. So I think, this is my opinion, I think the enemy tries to distract your attention from what you're supposed to be doing in life. So your attention should be on building your business, marketing your business, showing up online. That's where your attention should be. But the enemy has consumed your focus on a daily task, your job that you're doing that you don't enjoy, keeping you occupied on things that you really don't want to do, right? You're distracted from the ultimate destination because of an immediate gratification. I know in 2 weeks I'm getting a paycheck, right? So I'm focused on that, but you're really supposed to be focused on building your business. It's easy to get distracted, especially when you hear the word no. You typically shut down and say, I'm going to try again another time. And you're wasting time. You can't allow yourself to be misdirected. I'll tell you a story. A while back, I said to my boys, we were in the car on the way to school. One of the joys that I have for working for myself, like I said, I used to work for CNN News. And when I started working from home, I take my boys to school every single day, especially obviously when they were much younger. We would be talking in the car. And so we're sitting in the car one day on the way to school, and we noticed thousands of birds flying together. And so this is the season you see thousands of birds flying together. And have you ever wondered why the birds travel from the cold states to the warm states? And how do they know which direction to travel? So I was asking my boys at the time, they were so young. I was like, why do you think all of these birds, they're together and they're flying in one direction? And so my youngest son at the time, he was like, well, yeah, mommy, they don't have a GPS. See, that's how children talk. Well, they don't have a GPS. I'm like, no, they don't have a tracker. They don't have a beacon or anything like that. Well, how is it that they're traveling in this big blue sky and they know which direction to go? I said, I told my boys, let's Google it. See, I'm the person, you want to learn something every day. Let's Google it. Let's find out, how do they know which direction to fly in? And so what we found out was, in the winter months, the food, right? They don't have a lot of food. So the flies, the insects, the nectars are not available. So they have to fly south to survive. In other words, they have to fly away, right, to live. They must fly. They have to find a way to get to another destination. So birds also have this bird's eye view. Okay, so when they go up in the sky, this is what we read. When they go up in the sky, they can see far away, right? Their view is over everything. And so what my boys learned that day was, guess what? The birds can see, their eyes are better than humans, obviously. And what I learned was a valuable lesson as well. I think entrepreneurs are like that. People like you and I, if you're successful, you have this big world and you have a bird's eye view, you can see what's possible, right? And so in doing that, you're like, I'm not getting misdirected. I know exactly my destination. I know exactly where I'm supposed to be going because I need to live. I need to survive. And I don't get distracted because I know my ultimate destination. So for me, I know I'm building 100 online leaders. I cannot get distracted because I'm keeping the main thing. The main thing is the people. And so I'm not going to get deterred because somebody said, no, thank you. They don't get misdirected or distracted. They travel one direction. And so if you are focused on building your business, you are focused on the main thing, which is building your empire, nothing is going to get in your way because that's how you're going to live. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? And so a lot of times what I found with people is they'll spend 5-10 years doing something they don't even enjoy. And so if you're not enjoying the thing that you're doing right now, it's time to change your direction. And I'm assuming the journey for the birds is not easy. Can you imagine birds flying from, say, Georgia to Florida? That seems like a long flight for birds, right? And so in a plane, we can get there with an hour and a half. But can you imagine how long it's probably taking the birds to get from Georgia to Florida or wherever the warm state is? Now, in that process, let me ask you, do you think the birds give up? Do you think the birds stop? Do you think the birds give excuses like, oh, okay, I think it's raining today. It's hot today. It's cold today. No, the birds know in order for me to survive, I've got to get to my destination. The same thing with human beings. As the smartest people on earth, human beings, we can create it. We can produce it. We can build it, right? We can. But we've got to understand our destination. We've got to stay focused. We can build it. We can do anything we want to do. And a lot of times we don't do it. We get misdirected. And so I'm encouraging you today. Today is your day. Misdirection is a form of deception. You have the ability to redirect your attention. Every single day you have total control of what you're doing with your time. If you keep the main thing, stay on your road to success. Keep your destination in front of you and don't get distracted about naysayers. Don't get distracted about who's not doing it. Don't get distracted who said no thank you, who said I'm not interested, because what you've got to live. And you've got to get to your destination, just like the birds. So behavior comes out of belief. Behavior, write that down. Behavior comes out of belief. If you stop building your business, if you stop, did you believe it? If you stop, now I'm not saying things can't happen. I'm not talking about major circumstances. I'm talking about you just stop because you was tired. Nah, that's what I mean. So I'm not saying other things happen. I'm saying in general, most people, they stop because, oh, yeah, I didn't want to talk to that many people. Oh, I stopped because it was hot. Oh, I stopped because whatever. Those are excuses, and excuses are lies we tell ourselves. So understand, no is your best friend. No means next opportunity. No is one more step to a yes, right? You're closer to a yes. And understand the value of what you bring, just like Walmart. They understand the value that they bring. Isn't it called value? What's theirs called? Great value. Okay. And their slogan is great value, because they know the value they bring to a certain audience. So you should know the value you bring to your audience. And so they're depending on you. They're looking for you. And so if you found value today, please do me a favor. Please tag and share. Of course, if you learned something, say helpful, Jerusha, helpful, hashtag helpful. Please share. You and I become best friends when you share, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich, baby. Arm yourselves with it. Oh, she said, thank you so much. Yes, my hope, let me tell you, I show up every Tuesday at 1:30 because my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve, because I don't want you to get misdirected. I want you to reach your destination. And so if me coming live every Tuesday at 1:30, just sharing 15, 20 minutes of what I know for sure, and you start implementing and you start growing, and you're flying above everybody else because you got a bird's eye view, baby, you see your destination. I'm doing my job. And so if that was helpful, say yes, helpful. Oh, I appreciate you too. I love this, so helpful. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Thank you for your advice. You're more than welcome. Do me a favor, if you're not already following my page, please join me on Facebook. Make sure you follow, do see first. So when I go live, you get a notification. Of course, always, if you want this on a weekly basis, please click the link in my bio. That's your profile picture. There's one link. It says free business tips. Click it. That way you'll receive this on a weekly basis. I often send out an email where you can download any PDFs. You can also review the trainings if you missed it. So please make sure you do that. I love to see your beautiful faces every Tuesday, 1:30. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page. She said, helpful. Yes, Yolanda said helpful. Oh, great. I will see your beautiful faces. Have a great day.